Hey everybody, I am AR Mar, and what I watched today is Book 3, Chapter 9 of Avatar The Last Airbender, Nightmares and Daydreams. We start off with the Avatar crew arriving at the rendezvous point for the invasion, and we find out it's 4 days away, so good job on the schedule, Sokka. I guess you were a little anal for nothing. Then again, it's a good thing they have 4 days to sort of, relax and prepare. Of course, Aang freaks right out that it's only 4 days away until he has to fight the Fire Lord. Oh god! So while Sokka and the others are trying to chill out and relax, Aang is just freaking out. He's woken up in the middle of the night by a nightmare about confronting the Fire Lord, and of course in his nightmare, he has no pants! And he has Goku hair, which kind of a neat little touch there. Then we go over to Zuko for a moment. He looks like he's just having trouble adjusting to his pampered life as a prince. I mean, he goes to see May, and his servants stop him and go, don't you want to use the palanquin?" And it's literally it's a few step walk. It's not even that far, but they insist that he must ride because he is the prince. Then we return straight to Aang, manic and freaking out from lack of sleep. He's trained all night and has apparently pushed himself through the day. Aang has another dream that night about confronting the Fire Lord. I don't recognize the anime outfit in this dream sequence, but this time his nightmare is that he does not have a math test. He is not prepared for his math test. Oh no! A math test to defeat the Fire Lord? Then again, dreams are dreams, and they never make much sense. Waking again, Aang goes to train, declaring that he has to be ready. This time, Katara finds him and convinces him to go back to bed, for her sake. We return to May and Zuko cuddling on the couch, and Zuko orders her a fruit tart as they lounge together. He basically starting to take advantage of being a prince. May lets slip to Zuko that there's an all-day war council coming up, and he realizes he wasn't invited to it. He hadn't heard anything about it. And we turn to Aang, being woken up by another nightmare. This time the Fire Lord is on a flying cow that breathes fire as he taunts Aang that he overslept and missed the invasion. Now awake, Aang goes on this jabbering rampage, talking about all the ways he dreamed that the invasion had failed and his friends had died, and being like, Sokka, climb that cliff! Toph, don't drink anything! Katara, do your hair up! And just babbling on until he gets calmed down by Katara again. Sokka, however, proceeds to not help by reminding Aang of the stakes they're fighting for and just how powerful an enemy he has to fight. Great job, Sokka. Way to not help. Oy. That's classic Sokka for you, though. Katara starts trying to de-stress Aang. Her first attempt is yoga and intense heat, and that doesn't relax him any, because he just goes on about the Fire Lord and burning him and all his heat. Sokka tries playing psychiatrist for Aang, and we see that he still has the fake beard from earlier. He's really attached to that thing. At a funny moment, he has Aang scream into this, koala sheep thing. And then the sheep just sort of looks at him and is like, bah. And then goes right back to chewing. That sheep don't give no fucks. And that is just hilarious. Zuko confronts his sister about the meeting, and while she tries to convince him it's fine for him to just show up because he's the prince, he basically goes, well, I wasn't invited, so I'm not going. Then we return to Toph for a moment, trying some rough earthbending methods to soothe Aang. And then back to Zuko being moody. May tries to cheer him up, but to no avail. And then right back to Aang again, saying he might feel a little better from all their help. He tries to sleep again, but he has another nightmare of a giant Momo trying to destroy him. And then one by one we see his friends die in various ways. Aang helpless to save them. All his worst nightmares come true. And this nightmare ends with Sozin's comet landing and just destroying the earth around him, leaving it scorched and barren and red. And, of course, he wakes with a scream that wakes everyone else. Afraid of any further nightmares, Aang vows not to sleep again till the invasion. And that doesn't work out well. I mean, nobody gets very far by not sleeping at all. Aang is so tired at this point, he starts hallucinating when he's talking to Katara about, telling her he loves her and kissing her. And then we're right back to reality, and he's kissing the air as she stands there going, Aang, what are you doing? And right away, after this, Zuko gets some validation as a servant arrives asking, Prince Zuko, why aren't you at the meeting? Everyone's waiting for you. It's like, oh wait, I was invited? Ah, I guess I'll go then. Ah, Zuko, all worried about nothing. We go back to Aang in Cuckoo Town as he furiously attacks a log with a picture of the Fire Lord on it. He misses with every shot, even hitting Sokka at least once, and starts hallucinating that Momo is talking to him. As everyone confronts him going, you need to sleep, he starts hallucinating that Appa is trying to give him advice as well. And when the others approach him, he's talking to Momo in Momoese, as I like to put it. And it's like you can tell he is just slipping further and further into a demented state because he needs to sleep. But he's so terrified to that he's just like, nope, gotta train. And it's like, oh god, man, just please sleep. You're scaring the people. As they try to push him towards sleep, he starts hallucinating that Momo and Appa are not only arguing, but having a samurai showdown, anime style. Appa wielding like multiple swords in his many hands, and Momo like some totally chill master with his one sword. And wow, Aang's brain starts getting weird at this point. We get like cheap cheering sections for both characters, and the guru with multiple arms singing a song about chakras, like there's some kind of cereal with a jingle. And yeah, it is just super weird. And so it's just how far Aang has slipped into this whole, like, psychosis brought on by lack of sleep. We go for a moment to Zuko leaving the meeting. He's conflicted. He was honored at the meeting. He was sitting literally at his father's right hand, and he played the part of the perfect prince through the whole meeting. But he didn't feel like he was there. He didn't feel like himself, and that's bothering him. Then we go back to Aang, and thanks to his friends, he's finally able to get some sleep as they give him some words of encouragement to help him with his anxiety. I wish they had figured this out much sooner, because really, if all it took was going, dude, you're the best, they could have solved that like 3 days ago. But, as Sokka said before, sometimes they're not very bright. Anyhow, that was episode 9, and from the looks of it, next episode is the start of the invasion. So I'll see you guys then.